All right, I think I got this. Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm an alcoholic. Yeah. Hi, it's us. We're here again to harass you and entertain you in our post-Irma efforts here with our telethon for the no, I got nothing funny. All right, yeah. Hi, 10 o'clock Thursday night. You know where we are.
You can't make a Jerry's Kids joke. He just passed.
Oh yeah.
I
have to have a telethon.
I just did though, so fuck me.
You're just going straight to hell. There you go. Take a shot. Straight to hell.
I shouldn't swear before your disclaimer about our adultiness.
That's actually very good. But first, a disclaimer. Let's see. We here at the Ultimate Guide to Spooky Empire are not official Spooky Empire staff, nor are we compensated in any way. Our views are entirely our own based upon our experience as long-time attendees and not necessarily representative of those of Spooky Empire headquarters. So please contact us. Some of you get confused on that point. If you have an issue with anything that we say, you can always contact us through our Facebook page or in the comments below. And as stated, the information we give and opinions we share are based upon our collective experience of many years at this convention as longtime fans of this event. And we impart this upon you in order to help better your experience. Spooky Empire is a family-friendly con. This show contains vulgarity, profanity, sexual innuendos, and all sorts of bad things. So if you're easily offended, get the fuck out. You might, because we don't care, and put your kids to bed, because if you don't, you're a bad parent, and you just, yes. All right, and speaking of which, speaking of bad.
No, he's so very naughty.
One of our co-hosts tonight, that's Rob. Say hi to Rob.
Hi, for your entertainment, I'm going to be popping Nyquil, because you really shouldn't do drugs, kid, but if you're going to, make sure it's one that'll knock you out. So
you're going to do it, take the blue pill.
The blue pill, not the red pill.
It just fell on the floor. I can only take one while I look for the other.
Man up, eat it.
All right, let me look.
This is the one with the crib behind him.
25-second rule.
Oh,
that's right. Hi, Mo.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
With a ray of sunshine.
I know, right? Yeah, me and sunshine. Yeah.
What? Well, hi.
Huh? Who? Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adam. I'll be playing the role of Adam tonight, but a more surly Adam with a drink.
Good.
What?
Oh.
Uh-oh, dead air, dead air.
Dead air? No, am I coming through okay?
Yeah, you are.
Dead in.
Okay.
Dead in. Dead in. Dead in. Dead in. Dead in.
Fine, it's his fault. Okay, so let us start out this evening. For those of you that don't know, I want to say it's next weekend is Spooky Days in the Park. Is that right, Rob?
That is correct. Yes!
Yes! I was going to wait for the Ed McMahon. There we go. Let's see. And just something that a lot of people don't seem to know. They see the price tag of the Tower Gala affair, and they're like, oh, no, I'm not doing it. There are a number of events going on. The Bazaar, which is going on Friday and Saturday, is $20. That's separate from the gala, as opposed to Sunday morning breakfast. That's different than everything else. The spooky meetup at the parks on Saturday, completely different. They're all completely separate events. So be sure, like I said, show up to one. You show up to the Bazaar, you can show up to the meetup. That doesn't mean you have to attend all the events all weekend. So we needed to make that distinction because for some reason people seem to be really, really confused on that. I don't really understand why. There was an announcement.
Well, there's a lot of separate tickets for this, so
yes,
some folks, simpler folks, could be confused, but not you. One person who is pretending to be upset right now. No, you're okay. He wasn't saying you're simple. The other guy who didn't understand. So.
Yeah, the other guy. We're not saying you're stupid. Speaking of stupid, hi Mo.
Sorry.
You just come in at like just the best times. It's amazing.
I am so sorry, guys. That the internet's spotty here. Half my neighborhood is still out. Because of the whole hurricane business. So if I come in and out, I totally apologize. Please, Adam, Rob, please jump in if I lose myself or something in the middle. So I'm doing the best I can, guys.
You do that. You do you, man.
Actually, speaking of which, did skip over the Irma, and we did want to send out a big truckload, a big, huge, hunking truckload of our thoughts and prayers and our good vibes, to those that have suffered from Irma. And I mean, just a lot of our cast, including Adam himself. Adam just got power back, like, recently, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon.
So it's like, you were saying?
Sam, we're electric over here. We got power. We got cold air. We got leaks in the roof.
We got leaks.
Oh God, me too, man. Me too.
So that's why Boris isn't with us tonight. There's a number of us that I think, like John, just recently got power back. So we're all suffering too. So we completely understand. A lot of us have been helping out where we can, getting our hands dirty, volunteering our time and our money and all this stuff. And that's what we're proponents of. So if you have power, if you have space, help out those that don't, donate your time, donate food, donate what you can. A lot of people have suffered from this thing, man. And thankfully, it didn't ruin Spooky. Yeah, so anyway, back to Spooky Days. Yes, as I'm jumping all over the place. Creepy Kingdom podcast. That was just announced. Creepy Kingdom podcast will be having its very first live show during Spooky Day in the Parks at the Coronado Springs Resort, which is next Saturday, as a matter of fact, September 23rd at 2 p.m. James H. Carter II, the host of the podcast, will be joined by James Sorrell, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, author of the Disney book Haunted Mansion, an Imagineering Classic, for discussion about the history of creepy Disney. This live podcast and the exclusive screening of Foolish Mortals documentary are all included in the admission to the Spooky Day Bazaar, plus exhibitors, vendors, and artists. So, of course, spookydayintheparks.com. It's $20 just for the bazaar, and that gets you into the documentary, which I think is on Friday night and Saturday. The schedule's on the website, as well as, you get to be there live for the first Creepy Kingdom podcast. I mean, I've seen them all over Twitter. They're really thorough. If you're like a Haunted Mansion fan, freaking cool.
Oh, so that's their first inaugural episode, huh?
Do what?
That's their very first inaugural episode?
Yes, the first one. And they've been posting a lot of info, like, all over their social media. Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have they mentioned if they'll be discussing Small World since it's creepy Disney?
That's a very good point. I'd like to know that myself.
Park.
I'd like to know that. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure they kidnap kids that misbehave on the Haunted Mansion ride, and I think that's where they end up putting them. They put them to work on Small World.
And once they get old, they move them to the Hall of Presidents.
Aha!
I knew it.
That's what they call the
Okay, and then also on Friday, I'm not really sure the official title. There is actually going to be a fashion show at Disney. Let's see, it's going to be basically like Disney costumes and Disney cosbounding. So that's another reason to event right there. There's a cosplay panel of creators. As a matter of fact, wait, let's see if I have these here. Speaking of Haunted Mansion, just received these from Dragonfire Designs. Hopefully these will. But the Haunted Mansion bats.
Cool.
Yeah, these are really, really well done. And I know they come out like really. But Dragonfire Designs, there may not be, I don't know, someone that that could be in the fashion show.
Oh, are we going to see beautiful people?
Is it me?
Rob. It could be Rob sporting these absolutely gorgeous earrings. It's just quite possible.
I have them attached to my navel piercing and my Prince Albert.
Oh, I didn't know we had royalty in the house.
Look, and he'll be doing these. He'll be doing like the tassel swing things with these. Because he's very good at that. He's been practicing.
All right, we can do tassels. We're good with that. It sounds like a spectacular time. Tassels and fashion shows. What else we got?
Okay, and as a matter of fact, then, you know what, let's just get straight into good stuff or spooky guest announcements. There have been a lot. And Mo, I think you got that.
Nope.
Mo is not there.
Mo disappeared. Oh no.
I
blame Irma.
So Rob, is your NyQuil kicking in yet?
Not yet. Well, you know what? I'll go through a few of the ones that I'm quite a fan of. Let's first begin with my future ex-wife, Feruza Balk.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's back. She was was at Spooky back, I think, in 2009, 2010. Long time ago. The first they were all at the Wyndham. So awesome to see her again, and hopefully, I think she'll maybe enlighten us with some panels to see what she's got going on there. But yeah, she's always a fantastic just person to have at any con. She's done some great movies, The Craft, The Water Boy, one of Adam Sandler's finest films. I'm fan of her really old work, Return to Oz.
I was just going to say, Return to Oz. That's a good one.
Yeah, so she's got a hell of a body of work, and she's an awesome gift for Spooky. So good on them right there. Somebody want to bring up some of the others?
Yeah, well, we know we've spoken about him in the past, but we know we got Richard Dreyfuss, who's he's been to 2 cons before. He's of course he's kind of a big hitter.
I need.
You what now?
What? I need. Gimme. I need.
Yeah.
Sorry, what about Bob? Anyway.
Well, you could. Yeah. Well, if you need, you hope you got $70. Reportedly, $70 for an autograph, $60 for the photo. But he's Richard.
You know what? Yeah. When are you gonna meet Richard fucking Dreyfuss?
Richard. I was gonna say Richard fucking Dreyfuss, but I'm like, no, that's like Dwayne fucking Johnson or Bruce fucking Willis. I'm not sure Dreyfuss gets the fucking.
That's a good point.
Maybe like we could go British with it, like Richard Bloody Dreyfuss. I don't know. I don't do that well. It's not good.
Richard molesting Dreyfuss.
Okay. Well, we don't. That's true. Our opinions are our own, and not a spooky empire. We can go there.
See, and just a thought, not suggesting he's done any unwanted molesting. Only wanted.
No.
Well, then we can go for. Well, how about? Okay, if we're gonna do middle names, we'll go for Shannon Hot Damn Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big
Shannon molesting Elizabeth.
Wait, what did I say? Did you say?
You said it's Shannon Hot Damn Elizabeth.
I thought Rob said fisting. I really did. I hope not. No, hot damn works. It's hey, down. Rob, put him down. All right. Well, that's for your future ex-wife Feruza Balk. We got some other ones. Rob, grab from the list. Pick those cherries off the tree. Do it.
Well, how about today's most recent announcement?
Do it.
Literally just minutes before we started this show, we had a Lost Boys 30th anniversary reunion. It's going to be at Spooky.
Awesome. Very cool.
Are we getting Corey Feldman and his Angels?
Corey Haim will be there in spirit.
Yes. Corey Haim's going to come back and lead the. No, Corey Haim's coming back and leading the zombie walk.
Oh. Too soon.
All right.
Too soon.
We got more though. We got more. We got we got both Cusacks. We got John and Joan. We've all known that for a while. That's not a new one. That's not a new one.
Yeah.
But,
even so, but still, it's good to remind people. Absolutely.
Okay. Review is critical. And the magnificent John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and other fantastic Hollywood and show roles. He will be there.
We got Rachel Bolan from those of you that are 80s metal fans. You remember her from Skid Row. So, Daphne Zuniga. Zuniga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but you remember the Princess from Spaceballs.
I love her.
Yeah.
And too as well. Okay. We've also got Ken Foray is back. Fan of the nickname Sexual. That's all him. And Lonnie Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Just make sure my microphone isn't being a pain in the ass. But Lonnie Anderson is actually going to be there for a very rare appearance. She wasn't announced officially, but she is on the website. And just for the record, for those of you that are curious, we do have a list of prices of everybody so far. And okay, like I said, Richard Dreyfuss, as Adam said, he charges about $70 for the autograph, $60 for the photo. Shannon Elizabeth is $40, and most of hers, as we discussed in the last webcast, she has an animal charity she's very, very a big proponent of. So she's big into philanthropy and animal rights. So that's going to that. It's about 40 to 50. Cancel. Let's see. We got Basil Gogos, who was just added. He's 10 to 20. Now the thing about Basil Gogos, and this is just something personal that we found out. Unfortunately, Basil has come down with Parkinson's in the last few years. So his signature is cohesive as it used to be. His wife helps him out a lot. The guy's doing well, all things considered, but he is, so if you want to get something from Basil, I suggest you get it now, not to be morbid, but that he is declining. So, but he's a fantastic, he's a great guest. Spooky's had him before, so definitely get him. John Cusack is 70. Joan is 40 to 50, depending. This year is 20. Derek Mears, who we didn't bring up, who's always a fantastic fan favorite, 25.
Yeah, people
Rachel
love
Bowman. You were saying?
No, just saying people love Derek. He's been at the show once or twice, I think, and both times people just go on and on talking about how much they love the guy.
Good guy, and he's one of the ones that's always, walking around hanging out with the fans afterwards. So he's one to see afterwards, likely.
Him.
Okay, let's see. Rachel Boland, we couldn't find information on him, but based on past guests that have been, this is the best way to put it, probably about 20-25 is what you should plan on. Daphne is about 40, 20 to 25. And Lonnie Anderson, from what we understand, is 50 for the autograph and selfie. So in your weekend, things you want to get signed, so on and so forth. So hopefully that list helps you guys out.
Break out the WKRP in Cincinnati box set, folks. This is a big chance.
Don't miss it.
Don't.
Yeah, no, I mean, Lonnie Anderson is someone you don't see at all. And, I was looking up pictures of her. It's amazing. For her age, she looks fantastic. And I don't know who her plastic surgeon is, but she looks great.
And she's got the spirit to go to the con. That's awesome.
Exactly. All right. So, Adam, I'm going to hand it over to you, sir.
Oh, please, would you? All right. Who likes ghosts? Raise them. That's right. We all love, he double loves ghosts. Rob double loves ghosts first. So look for Rob twice because, okay, we're doing a ghost hunt at the Hyatt at Spooky on the Thursday night before. And everybody's welcome to participate. Everybody who's going to be at Spooky. Keep an eye on our this webcast's Facebook page. We'll have an event. Did we already make an event, Demmie, or did we yet to make the event? The event is there. I'm probably going to it. I can't keep up. Facebook is deep and tumultuous.
Zuckerberg just makes it more and more difficult all the time.
Right. So keep an eye. Yes, there's an event there. We'll figure out exactly what location and everything. Just keep an eye on that event, everybody, and we'll let you know where we're going to start. We're going to get in our PJs. We're going to get some stupid ghost meter apps to put on our phones and walk around like we're Egon and the Ghostbusters. It's going to be fantastic.
We'll probably be
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It will be confusing.
The other.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to find spirits one way or the other. So.
Yeah, I'm educating myself about spirits as we cast.
Yes.
We're webcasting. But yeah, it's going to be a hoot. We're going to have all kinds of normal people in the hotel wondering what the hell's going on as we all start running around from room to room. It's going to be a hoot. I hope people join in. Let's get a good crew. Let's rampage the place and find ourselves some spirits.
Yeah. Want seance?
Yeah. Oh man, we should find a Ouija. We should find a Ouija board.
Because I want to contact Corey Haim.
Don't mess with those. I knew a guy who had a friend, and one time he used a Ouija board, and he asked a question, and he died.
No.
What did he ask?
Am I gonna die?
He asked, "Am I gonna die?" And he died.
Dude, yes.
That's a terrible. What a mean ass ghost. What a bitter afterlife. Unless he
I
got.
want to talk to Corey Haim. I'm just waiting to talk to Corey Haim. That's all.
There's a Milton Bradley or whoever makes them. You know, that shit's dangerous.
Now, shoots and ladders or contact the dead, kids.
That's right. It's a devil's work.
This is morbid.
Okay, but Rob, I think you got some stuff to talk about as well.
Well, just there's another event from the extended spooky family going on soon. The fine
sponsors.
Yes, well, let me finish. The fine people at Morbid Movies, they kind of help sponsor us here. These are the guys who provide us with all of our info on celebrity prices for their autographs and their pictures. They have a film festival, or not a film festival, but a monthly film showing. It's the Palm Beach County Grindhouse series, and they're on their 28th episode, I guess you could call this, and they are showing Suspiria, the 4K Uncut Uncensored edition.
Mm.
So, Suspiria, if you're not familiar with it, it's the story of a newcomer comes to a prestigious ballet school, and she comes to realize that the school is a front for something more sinister amongst some grisly murderers. Ooh. It's Dario Argento's masterpiece. It's people... There's a whole cult around this movie. The colors, the scares. If you haven't seen it, it's worth checking out. And if you're in the Palm Beach County area, really, if you're anywhere within, a drive of this, go see it. Go check it out on their Facebook for more details. You can find them again at Morbid Movies.
Open it down.
Yeah, it'll be there next when you see it next. But they do have a few, simple rules for anyone who wants to dress up. No masks, no weapons, nothing that really conceals your identity, nothing that you wouldn't wear to church, I guess you could say. And the cost to getting in, hey, it's a movie. It's $10. In God we trust. All others pay cash. So, bring a 10 if you got it. I think they can work with you if you have plastic, but, pay cash. Everyone likes cash. And you're also automatically entered into a raffle, and they always have really cool stuff. So check them out. Again, Morbid Movies. Find them on Facebook. Like them. Again, and if you're in, anywhere in South Florida or even, I guess, up to Port St. Lucie, go, find out what they're playing each month and check it out. They've really done some great, classics in the past. So
yeah, it's great for a date night. It's great to meet up with other horror fans, like yourself. So getting to see that stuff in the theater again. You don't get to do that anymore. So
and if
it's
you're
actually
a
great experience.
Perhaps you just might meet that horror chick of your dreams who's going to see Suspiria.
It's not unheard of. Bow,
Giggity.
bow. Yeah, giggity. Yeah. Okay. But speaking of Morbid Movies, they are one of our sponsors, and hopefully we'll be doing some giveaways from them and from Horror and Sons and Trash Cinema Collective and a couple other sponsors. Camp Blood. We've talked about Camp Blood, the Friday the 13th event that's going on next month, October 13th. Yeah, there's a bunch of us that are going to be there. We're going to be in our pajamas. We'll be doing a live webcast from there sometime in the afternoon, probably. We're not sure yet. But
question.
Yes.
Why do we do so many things in our pajamas? It's not a protest. It's curiosity. We're not wearing pants a lot.
But why not? Because we're protesting against the patriarchy of
global warming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the patriarchy or global warming. Yes.
No. Let me tell you something about the government.
Oh,
the government doesn't want you to be comfortable. Government doesn't want you to feel good about yourself. And you know what makes you feel good about yourself? Pajamas.
Pajamas. I was going to say
you put on a pair of pajamas and said, shit, I'm wearing pajamas. You like wearing pajamas. So wear your damn pajamas. We're a pajama-friendly society.
Okay.
So if you want to stick to the man, You wear your pajamas at our event.
All right. So that's why we'll be wearing the pajamas on the Friday the 13th Camp Blood. All right.
And we'll be wearing ours, but I mean, we are doing a best pajamas contest.
Yes.
So bring your pajamas out. We're gonna have like coloring books, you know, and we're gonna be coloring, and we'll be playing our Spooky Empire playlist, and you know, we'll be having giveaways, and maybe one of our cast will maybe bake something nice for you, possibly. We don't know, but
I'm a man who throws down with his pajamas. I've got smoking jackets, silk, you know, pajama sets. If you want to win this, you got to look better than me.
Oh, damn.
Ladies,
so
you might have some very sexy lingerie. You can show me in the bathroom, but please, this is going to be a child-friendly event. So let's have tasteful cleavage showing, nothing more.
Define tasteful.
Magically delicious.
Ah!
If I can throw in more than a handful of change, it's not tasteful.
That's a good, wow. I like that. All right.
You know, I guess, and I hope some of you ladies just said challenge accepted. I'm curious. Now this is something I just need to see, just because it could be a fun sport. Who knows? But we do have a prize basket of some great stuff, like signed posters from some of the producer of Nightbreed. We've got some other comic exclusive prints. You know, we've got all sorts of really cool stuff. We're gonna put a great prize package together, so great for you guys. Also, Horror and Sons. Speaking of Horror and Sons, if you don't know, they are doing their 3rd annual Halloween horror series, and I think they're calling it Freaks, Fiends, and Final Girls, I think is what the theme is. Basically what it is, you know, they provide us with a lot of their, you know, the celebrity information about, you know, autographs and info and stuff like that. Writer every day of October, and they're all writing about what horror character has affected them, whether it's someone who has made them love horror, whether it's someone they identify with, someone who scared them the most, you know. So each guest writer is going to write a piece each day of October, so you read about someone new. So it's actually a really interesting series. It's going to start October 1st. They're giving out some great stuff, and you know, we're looking forward to collaborating with them on the October 13th event and having some stuff for them at the table.
Very
so
cool.
horrorandsons.com. So be sure to check that out, because someone might be writing a piece, maybe. I don't know, maybe. So, but that's something to remember. So, pajamas.
PJs.
Oh, and there was something about hot sauce, Rob.
Rob, you're hot. Talk about the sauce.
I love talking about the sauce. More extended spooky family. Sideshow Sauces from Freak Show Designs. Now, these guys have some really interesting hot sauces out there. Now, I myself am a hot sauce aficionado, a gourmet in the genre, you might say.
Oh boy!
What these guys do is they have some really, like I said, some really interesting ones. A lot of surprising fruit kind of flavored sauces. Focus a lot more on flavor than heat, although they definitely have some hot stuff. So, you know, don't think you can just be a wuss and try anything and get away with it. Some will burn you, but they've got some great stuff. They've got one called the Bearded Lady, which is a peach salsa. They have, we all know, if you've been going to Spooky for a while, you know Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. Well, Bubba's got his own bourbon hot sauce. Something good. And if you really want a thrill for your palate, the Vamp Slayer. It's a garlic-based hot sauce. And that's real good. And also one of the more, I suppose, unique ones that I really haven't seen done anywhere else. They have a key lime hot sauce called Siren of the Seas, or Siren of the Keys, excuse me. And it's, again, made out of key lime juice as part of this also. So, or the hot sauce. So anyway, check them out, freakshowdesigns.com. And they've got a lot of other stuff going on there, but their hot sauces are going to be, I think, something we're going to have at the or going to be displayed at the Friday the 13th Camp Blood event. So
awesome.
Go to that. Have hot sauce.
We're actually good. Yeah.
Lit.
On when we do the live webcast, we're going to do the taste testing, and we're going to see if we can actually make Rob lovely faces as he tastes and see if something's a little too hot even for him.
And you know what? I'll let you lick it off my chest if you want to. That offer goes for virtually anyone.
Oh, wow. My lucky day.
Yes.
Oh, see, now that you said that, you know what's going to happen. You know, like Justin's going to come up and proposition you. And
there might be a facial rule, like there's a certain amount of your face that has to be uncovered by hair to qualify.
You're on to me.
Beards.
Yeah, okay. I was going to hide behind my beard during the whole thing. It was.
You know, you can shave. You've done it before.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think you're nearly as vulgar as some of our friends tend to get, because, you know, Spooky Family gets a little
look, truth be told, the guys that would me anyway are going to do it whether or not I have hot sauce on me. So it doesn't matter what I say, they're still going to do it.
No, tell me, Rob, real quick. Hey, babe, before we move on from hot sauces, as an aficionado, as you are self-proclaimed, is it true that in the southeast region they focus less on heat and more on flavor, perhaps because of all of the citrus fruits and whatnot, tropical flavors that are available? Because this is kind of a big thing in the southeast.
That's a good theory. I actually don't. I just think it's more of a recent phenomenon, because honestly, even 10, 15 years ago, you could maybe find a peach or a pineapple salsa, but that was it. Now people are it's just more experimentation going on, I think. Gotcha. I think somebody a while back, you know, uncorked the genie, and now people are going crazy with it. So.
All right.
And at the Sideshow, if you remember the Spooky Empire Brute Squad, who will be in there in October, we showed you the Brute Squad armbands and stuff, you know, and I think we've got Big Daddy Mike in the chat room right now, as a matter of fact. The guy that helped us design those and make those is the mastermind behind Sideshow Sauces. So, like I said, come out, make sure you check them out. Check out the website, just like we said. So, you know what? I will toss this one over to Adam, because there's been a rumor going around, and I've heard it a few times, apparently, that this might be the last Spooky Empire.
Where do they come up with this crap?
I don't know. I've heard it from like 3 different people, and I've seen people post it on the page. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's not true. We have it on good authority. It's not true, right?
It's official. It's not true.
It's officially not true. The rumor is false. This is not the last Spooky. Like, they would leave all of these fun-having, liquidity-holding people
we won't let
ready to have a
down.
good time. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. Are you kidding me? We would do this in a warehouse on the beach if we had to.
PD does not get off that easy.
Yeah. I mean, a hurricane didn't even stop us last year, for crying out loud.
Exactly. Last Spooky. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah.
So.
But fun fact, or you know what? I don't know if you want to take this, Adam, or not. The post from Michael Alcott, that was actually kind of fun.
Oh man, you know, I'm actually kind of new to this, but let's go ahead and I've got some notes here to look at.
Well, you like Rob Zombie's movies? So,
oh no, yeah, I love it. So okay, what do we got? So there was an actual post from Michael Alcott himself. Quote: "Let's have Daryl the chicken fucker back from Devil's Rejects." So that's great.
No, it's funny. You don't normally see, go on Spooky's page pretending to be someone else, I guess, and just like, oh yeah, let's have this person back. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, nice guy. We happened to meet him up in Savannah at another event. You know, super sweet guy, and however, it was just kind of funny to see that post on there, and it's like, oh wait a minute, fucker.
It's not. Because that's kind of how Peter from What We Do in the Shadows.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Is kind of I guess as a way to see if he could become invited to Spooky, which just makes me think probably doesn't have a manager, and that's how he goes about it. And it almost happened too. I think there was a few they didn't quite weren't able to sync up, but. Hey, you know what? If that's how some people want to get an invitation to come to Spooky, cool. I'd pay $20 to have the chicken fucker sign one of my my Devil's Rejects, you know, either the DVD or one of the posters I have. More chicken fucker, that's what I say.
Oh, you can't get enough chicken fucker. You think you got enough chicken fucker, you add some chicken fucker on top of that, and you just keep going.
Yeah, because we need more chicken fucking is at Spooky. Yes, that's what we need. Chicken fuckers. Yeah. Well, Rob, wasn't there an announcement about?
Oh, sorry, I totally railroaded you. Wait.
No, we're just like I said, we're
I was
we're
desperate to make the
here.
transition, the segue from chicken
we're not chicken fucking
to the kids zone.
Yes, that's the best segue ever. Rob, you want to talk about the kids zone?
I'm throwing.
Well, first of all, the kids zone will be returning, and just in previous years, no people will be fucking chickens.
Yes, no chickens will be fucking in the kids zone. We promise.
Your child will have a wholesome experience, free of
with no chicken fucking.
Yeah.
No poultry molestation will occur. And you know what? If your son or daughter is a chicken, nothing's going to happen to them.
It is a safe space.
It's a safe space for chickens.
For chickens.
It's a safe space for chickens.
Anyway, yeah, it's officially back. They've done it a couple times before. The kids always have a blast. They'll do arts and crafts. They get candy, so that they get nice and wound up before you bring them back to your hotel room and say, "Please stop, please stop." It's fun. My kid had a good time when he went back in. The last time it was at Hilton. So cool. Definitely, if you got a little one, they'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
They do trick or treating. They do a costume contest. They've got wasn't there like a big science experiment thing there the last time, or they made like goo or slime or something like that?
That was I don't remember if they were officially part of it. I know they actually had that's the Science Center in the Oviedo Mall. They were at the Christmas Spooky last year. I think they may have been forward at the previous one, though. Honestly, I didn't spend a lot of time in there myself, so I couldn't give you all the details, but I do know my kid came back from it saying, I had fun. So
okay.
And he's a pain in the ass. When he gives something a thumbs up, guess what? It did well.
Mm-hmm.
And just for the record, it's not a babysitting service.
No.
Oh yeah, don't be those people.
No. I
don't know why people do that.
Well,
All right.
Who
All
would
right,
do that?
Adam, let me hand it over to you a second while I have my coughing fit here.
Oh, you go ahead. No, not a problem. No, that's a good point. Just to kind of take that home. Yeah, don't leave your kid with strangers at the horror convention. That's common knowledge.
Not a great idea in life, period. If you're going to leave your kid alone, lock them up in the closet in your hotel room.
Yeah, that's better.
Put them in the trunk of your car.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other places you can take. Yeah, there you go. So
yeah.
Give them a chicken to play with.
That's true. Never know. Could be a career-changing experience. Moving on, though, let's talk about future time. You ready? Want to go in the future with me?
Let's go in the future.
Let's go to the future.
Hour.
Let's plan in advance. For those
88 miles per hour.
Oh yeah. For those long-term planners who have actual planners, maybe you need to mark stuff down in the future. We have April dates for the Springtime Spooky Empire event, sometimes known as Mayhem, sometimes known as Retro Spooky, whatever you want to call it. It is known by many things, but we know it is fun. It's April 6th through 8th. April 6th, 7th, and 8th. And it's going to be at the Wyndham Orlando Resort once again. So awesome. Love that venue.
Their income tax returns. The IRS money should be back in your hands by then.
Oh yeah. Throw that IRS money down. Yep, for sure. So it's going to be at the Wyndham 2018, April 6, 7, and 8. Mark your calendars. Put in your PTO requests now. Batten down the hatches. It's going to happen. So that's good stuff. Hey, let me segue into something else too we wanted to bring up, if you don't mind me holding the floor for a moment.
By all means.
Yeah, there's rattles and rumbles about some mild protest from the wings about Spooky being horror only and that there's like some pop culture invasions coming in from the sidelines or something. No, chill out. I mean, it's always been horror and rock and roll, but I mean, yeah, sometimes you get, if you think about it from a talent perspective, the actors and the artists that bring us our amazing horror content, they do other stuff too, and that's why we like to bring them in. I mean, you know, you got like people like Ric Flair that we've seen, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, like those kinds of folks. Like they're broad. These people touch lots of genres, lots of different styles of entertainment, media outlets, whatever. Yeah, of course we're going to go pop culture sometimes. So yeah, we're horror and rock and roll and tattoo, but no, we broaden that.
Let me throw something out too for, you know, a lot of people who this will shut a lot of them up. Well, they won't because they're complaining about literally nothing. But back in the early or the late 2000s, Sean Patrick Flanery and Norman Reedus came to Spooky Empire as a part of the Saints,
Boondock.
Yeah, Boondock Saints. Thank you. You know, Norman had done he did Blade 2, if you really want to call that a horror movie. But, you know, he was there as a part of the Boondock Saints. About 2 years later, he becomes the biggest horror icon on the planet, thanks to Walking Dead. So guess what? Some of these actors who you just are now dismissing as, you know, oh, you're something I'm not interested in, they might turn into be the guy that makes your panties wet, even though he looks like a meth head. Okay?
Well said. Well said.
It's my thoughts. The Daryl Dixon theory.
Yep. But
no, he's absolutely not wrong. It's just, unfortunately, every time Spooky announces someone, they always get a bunch of people coming in about it or dismissing it, and well, it's like they could announce Alice Cooper. It's like, what about Robert Englund?
Yeah. Remember, you know what? You're going to have fun no matter what you do, and you're not obligated to buy an autograph or picture from every single guest celebrity that they have, just in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, right.
I think some people are unclear on that concept, to be honest.
Yeah, and don't worry. I mean, hey, it's always going to be a spooky horror effects, rock and roll, and tattoo convention. I mean, it's not like that's going to go away and disappear and get gobbled up by, like, you know,
Glee fans
or something. It's not going to happen.
Glee, you know.
It's not going to turn into FurryCon, folks. You're safe.
Now, that said, Shannon Elizabeth's whole thing with animals kind of makes me wonder about a fox costume just to get an inside scoop. I don't know.
So I do wonder, though, because it's like we have started seeing an influx of furries at Spooky. So part of me does wonder, A, if we should put the furries on the bingo. Our official bingo cards in the next week or so keep an eye on the Facebook page. But we've seen an influx, so I'm starting to wonder if we're actually going to get some Shannon Elizabeth's cause, perhaps.
There you go.
Fans? I don't know. Okay. Oh, and speaking of Spooky, we did want to put a panel together. We are talking with Spooky about what kind of panel we'll be doing. We talked about it amongst ourselves. We had hoped to, instead of doing like the typical Q&A back and forth panel, which is great, we wanted to do something a little different. We had thought about doing a giant blanket fort. Because I mean, what's PJs without a big blanket fort, right? So, but unfortunately, insurance, blah, 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 blah. The government kept us down. So.
It's all about the anti-pajama conspiracy.
It is. It's about the anti-agenda. It's all propaganda, I'm telling you. I'm going to do that, unfortunately, pan out. So we are we'll let you know more about it. If you remember a few years ago, we did a Saturday morning old school cartoon. You know, you came in your pajamas, you watched cartoons, you know, some old school Halloween commercials, stuff like that. We probably will be getting some feedback from you guys on what you want to see, because we want to make you guys happy, because we're all about, you know, we're all about you. We're all about giving, you know. this. We're all about this. We're all about the giving. So we're talking about it. We want to get your opinion. So post on our Facebook page. Let us know what old school cartoons, horror cartoons, of course, you want to see. Like we'd see Teen Wolf, Beetlejuice. I think there was like a Gargoyles one, wasn't there, or something like that?
There's tons of stuff. I mean, you've
Funky
got
Phantom. Come on.
Not the Funky. Well, there was the Funky Phantom.
Phantom.
There was Little Shop. It was actually an animated spin-off of Little Shop of Horrors. People forget about that. I think you've already said the Groovy Ghoulies, Goober and the Ghost Chasers. The Addams Family cartoon. Don't forget.
That's right.
There was their own cartoons. So there's tons of stuff out there, and there is actually a Saturday morning guru on the panel. So, trust me, we'll be thinking good stuff.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. And we want to hear from you guys. Would you rather do this late at night? Would you rather do this early in the morning? So we're throwing some ideas around. We want to make sure that this is something that you want to see and something that makes you happy. So we're throwing around some ideas and seeing what you guys think. And
just FYI, if anyone thinks you're being funny by saying you want to see the Smurfs, you want to see Foofer.
Oh my God!
You want to see the shirt.
You're banned. You're banned.
Yeah, not going to happen.
You're banned.
Not going to happen.
But the snorkels.
Fuck your snorkels. And it's the snorts, not the snorkels.
See, I don't even know shit.
Rob's a Nazi about this stuff, so.
Hey, look, I knew
Transformers. Because you're a Nazi.
I knew Transformers and Gem and the Holograms. Mainly Gem and the Holograms because that was what was on before Transformers. And if you wanted to catch the beginning of Transformers, you had to be watching Gem to segue into it. Mandatory.
This is true.
Okay.
But also, and just a little tidbit that I forgot to mention before, as we all know, 13X Studios is a partner of the show, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're the ones that are in charge of the Camp Blood celebration, Friday the 13th, October, at Gods and Monsters. They do a podcast, and I want to say is it Spitting Blood, Spitting Nails? I'm not sure what it is. Rick is incredibly high energy. He's very engaging. He does a live Facebook cast every week. And it's something fun to watch. So if you want to keep up on what vendors will be there, what prizes will be given out for the cosplay contest, more information about the event, keep an eye out for this webcast because and you interact with them and he answers questions and all that good stuff. So that's something. And like I said, they're being wonderful to us. They're rolling out the red carpet for all of us on at Camp Blood. We're going to have a blast. Like I said, we're going to be playing. We got a spooky playlist that we're putting together. We're giving out giveaway stuff. We're doing the prizes. We're going to be in our PJs. Coloring. We're going to be doing all sorts of cool stuff. So I hope to see you guys out there for that. Let's see. Is there anything I'm missing or anything we should be addressing?
And we've covered a lot of stuff here. We got most of it.
Yeah, okay. Let's wrap this shit up. The NyQuil's kicking in.
Yeah, blue.
No. I want to see NyQuil behavior. That's all you got?
What?
That's all I got. I'm not going to flash the camera this time. That was last episode. Go back and watch if you want to see it.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Chance, please to subscribe to the channel. Vanity name, we get 200 subscribers. And I think we've got like 40 now or something like that. So it's like we need a few more. We need some help from you guys. Just, send people to YouTube, subscribe on our channel. That'll help us a lot. We can get our vanity name and we can actually do some cool stuff once we actually get the vanity name. So we need 200 subscribers for that. So that would help us a lot. The Lost Boys that we were talking about earlier, we have not gotten prices on them. However, I have met at Spooky before and G-Tom Mac at Monster Mania, and I want to say they're about 25 a piece. So somewhere between 20 and 30. So I'm assuming all three are going to be the same. I'm assuming they're going to be putting something together for Brooke McCarter, who passed away, not too long ago. And what do we have here?
Whoa, no.
Wow. Thank you.
I think that was a commentary on NyQuil, probably more than the entertainment value.
He doesn't like the Lost Boys. He doesn't like the Lost Boys. That's all that is. But yeah, I'm sure.
Lost Boys commentary.
Yeah, no. G. Tom Mack is very entertaining. He always does a great job. So they might bring Tim Capello back in for this if they're doing a Lost Boys reunion. Who knows? It's quite possible. Alex Winter, he could come back. So that's something to keep an eye out for. That's actually very, very cool. But yeah, they're about 20 to 30. Super nice guys. Billy Wirth has the prettiest freaking hair. Just something to keep in mind. So that's something else that I want to throw out there. But other than that, like we said, we've got Spooky Days coming up next weekend, so keep an eye out on that. And
now, regarding Spooky Days, you said next weekend. You mean the one? Wait, what's the date? Today's the 14th.
Oh yeah. Not this coming weekend. It's the 22nd, 23rd, I think.
Wait,
21st, 23rd.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So like a week from Saturday.
Yes, you're right. I stand corrected. You're absolutely right.
Well, some people, they say that, people have different interpretations of next.
No. Oh, and actually, thank you for reminding me, because one more thing I did want to bring up that we found out about the gala. If you're going to the Tower of Terror gala on the villains in attendance, they have announced the villains that will be in attendance. It'll be Maleficent, the Evil Queen, Queen of Hearts, and Oogie Boogie.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, you never see Oogie Boogie out. So Oogie Boogie only comes out for special occasions. So that's actually pretty cool that they got Oogie Boogie.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and like I said, just to pimp him one more time, because why won't it focus? And of course, it will not focus. Dragonfire Designs, look them up. Resin done earrings, and so
that's nice.
Just want to pimp.
Are those heavy?
Want to pimp them out there?
Are those heavy?
No, they're actually pretty light.
Nice.
And they're beautifully done. They're flawless.
They look great.
So, but so Rob, you passing out yet?
I'm getting there. I got to be honest. It hit me about 5 minutes ago.
No kidding. Yeah. Your interjections slowed down just a little bit.
Yes, they have.
Oh God. All right. I think that's. Oh, old school. All right, no, we got Big Daddy Mike in the chat room, and Lacey. He's talking about old school Scooby-Doo, of course. Johnny Quest. Demmie said doo-doo. So, old school. Yeah, of course, there will be Scooby-Doo. It's a matter of which Scooby-Doo. Didn't they have a Scooby-Doo where they met Vincent Price? Wasn't Vincent Price in one of them?
In the last main Scooby-Doo, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo was what the show was called, and Vincent Price played a character who kind of showed on each episode. It was one of his paycheck roles.
You know what? That might not be a bad idea, because, I mean, we do have Shannon Elizabeth, who did star in 13 Ghosts.
Oh, cool.
Nice little
No, it was
there.
the first Scooby-Doo. In fact, a pup named Scooby-Doo was better than the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
Oh!
They doubled Scrappy-Doo. They had Scrappy, and then they brought in a little gypsy kid who acted exactly like him named Riff Raff. So twice the Scrappy-Doo. They took away Velma. They took away Fred. Not that those were huge contributors, but no, forget it. No, there will be no 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You'll get Stone Kids before you get the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo.
So he's gonna have chicken fucking kids before, that's what that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. See. All right. I think that ties everything up for this week. Let's see, let me look at the chat room real quick. Nope, I think that's about it. Well, I want to appreciate you guys, checking it in, watching the show, tuning in, subscribe, check out past episodes. Make sure you like the Facebook page. Interact with us. Tell us what you want to see. Tell us what you want to talk about. And
it's almost.
You want to give us a time? Things spooky here, unfortunately. Oh wait! I have Drano. Maybe some Drano.
Oh, there you go. I have a dog.
Yay!
I don't know. I don't have anything. I have an accent
brony.
pillow of doom.
All right, well, let's with this. Mo lives.
Mo lives.
Mo lives. I think Irma got Mo.
Yep.
Came back for him.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
All right,
You know,
almost,
yeah,
well, hey,
Mo's a bitch. That's right. Adam said it. Mo's a bitch. So.
No, I meant Irma. Irma's a bitch.
Oh, no, that's not. Oh, we heard you. We heard you. It's okay.
Okay. All right, cat's out of the bag.
All right. Thanks, you guys. And we will see you next week. Right. Sing something.
2 weeks.
All right. See you then, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
I'll sing something.
Good night, motherfuckers.
That was beautiful.